What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and I'm just gonna go back to back making Str8 Doogie videos. So this will be episode 3 of Str8 Doogie. This is a new series where I show replays of opponents that I Str8 Doogie, and whoever you are, I don't mean no disrespect to you in no way when I say that. It's just me, winning. It's like kind of like pretty much Doogie. It means like winning and doing well and how well you did and stuff like that. So um, just saying that, throwing that out there. Not trying to disrespect anybody or do anything disrespectful. It's just a funny little thing that me and my friend came up with, the word doogie, and we say it all the time. You want to be the one doogie in, and you don't want to get doogied. So this is episode 3, though. This is Panda Burn, and I'm on Warriors. So let's check it out and see what happened. So I throw paper, he throws scissors. So not the best start. Obviously, he gets to go first. So, and he is on the Panda Burn, so he opens Nightmare Wheel, Gravity Bind, a Drama Trio, Chain Energy, and Rat. So he decides to set Bind, set Trio, set Chain Energy, play Chain Energy, and flip the Chain Energy. So now he's got both Chain Energies up, so that's pretty good for him. And I've got DD Warrior Lady, level 2, Heavy Storm, Rhoda, Dust Tornado, and Sakuretsu Armor. So this is what I'd classify as a straight Doogie hand versus Panda Burn, especially in this situation. Because I could just heavy here, pay my 1,000, slap down the level 2, set Saku, set Dust Tornado, pass. So it's pretty damn good. So let's see what happens here. So obviously I do just play the Heavy Storm right away, pay my 1,000. He does chain the trio, so I hate to see that. And I get my 3 tokens. Just spoiler alert for anybody that plays this deck or plays against it, if he would have had just as Zergs there, he would not have been able to play the Just as Zergs. So just so you know, if you do come in a situation, because you have to have at least one monster to activate the card. Now, if I had a monster, I think that he could activate it, and maybe you take the whole 2,000. I'm not really sure how that works exactly, because I'm not a judge or anything. But anyways, I take 1,000. I heavy here, get his G-Bind. He changed the trio. Pretty good, though. So I do decide to summon level 2. And I just run over the giant rat, which is just amazing. And I set the Saku, set the heavy, and pass. He finds a Solemn Judgment. So it's like he's a little late on that. It would have been nice to have that last turn. He missed it by a turn. That's just dueling book for you. Straight Doogie. Decides to set the Nightmare Wheel and set the Solemn and pass. I do decide to end-phase Dust Tornado. And I spike the Solemn, so it's a pretty good hit, I think. But not really sure. Let's see. I draw into a Dead Dust Shoot, so that really sucks. That's like the worst card I could have drawn right there. And I decide to summon DD Warrior Lady. And it does lock my board up, but I just want to, when you're playing against Panda Burn, you got to be as aggressive as you can. You got to straight Doogie as quick as you can, because they will come back with a bigger Doogie, and they will burn Doogie you. They will Doogie burn the hell out of you. So we're going to go ahead and get him with a level 2 here. He does decide to Nightmare Wheel target the Warrior Lady, which kind of sucks, but at least I get him for the 900, and I pass. So I'm going to take the 500. And he draws into a trio, which is pretty good for me because it's completely dead. I take the 500. He decides to set it as a bluff and just pass. I find Ring of Destruction, which is pretty decent because now I could just like clear my board up and I don't have to keep eating this DD Warrior Lady here. And I have Saku to protect me anyways. So I get him for the 900. I set the ring and pass. And in draw phase, I do decide to flip up this ring. There's just no reason not to because I'm going to take the 500 anyways. So it's just better just to open my board up and also get rid of the wheel. I have this Rhoda I can search, and he takes the 1,500. Gets him closer to, him getting down to 0 life points and getting doogied. So we're going to do that. He does find Ceasefire and sets it. And I draw Snatch Steel, which is pretty dead in this situation at the moment. And for some reason, I don't Rhoda here. I don't know why I didn't Rhoda. I should have just Rhoda there. That was crazy. Because, I mean, I just did that. There was a reason why I didn't Rhoda. Trying to think of any reason not to Rhoda here. Oh, because I was just thinking maybe, like, he could have, like, double just as Urch or some crazy shit and beat me, but I don't know. I definitely should have Rhoda there. That was really foolish of me. So I just get in here. I set my Dutch Shoot as a bluff, and I just pass. He does find Secret Barrel here. He sets Secret Barrel and passes. I do find Torrential. And I'm just like, it's working, so let's just keep getting into 9. I set Torrential and pass. He finds Solemn Judgment. He sets Judgment. It passes. I find BLS. I have no target here. And I just get him for another 900, putting him down to 2K. And I'm just giving him turns for no reason. He finds Graceful, and I'm like, oh god, I'm about to get Doogied. And he finds Ring of Destruction, Morphing Jar, and Wheel. He sets the wheel and passes. I find Donzalug, which is pretty good, but I do decide just to go to battle here. And he decides to Nightmare Will it, so I hate to see that. And I do decide to just go for this play here, just say screw it, just summon Donzalug Torrential. But he says think on summon, and I'm like, okay. So I put the TT back, and he decided just to Solemn the Donzalug. I think he probably should have just Solemn the TT there, but maybe he just didn't want me to get hit with it or something. I'm not sure, but I'm cool with that because now I could just banish both of these, drop BLS, and pretty much just banish my level 2. He does Ceasefire first, so I take the stack, which sucks, and he also Secret Barrels me, so take a lot of damage here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 2,000, 3,000 to the face, putting me at 2,200, or actually 2,000. Yeah, so I'm at 2,000 only, so a lot of cards can win here. Just as Zerts, he just gets it right away. A lot of outs. So he does find Heavy Storm, so this is just perfect for me. And he screws it up because he bricked. So we'll go on to game 2 here. I open again Heavy Storm, which is pretty good. He has Secret Barrel, Solemn, Gravity Bind, Just Desert, Ceasefire. So a lot of good stuff he has. And another Secret Barrel, so double Secret Barrel here. Decide just to set farm and pass. I find Kinetic Soldier, which is actually pretty good. It's just a level 3 that just gets over. I mean, it just attacks. That's why I think it's good. I mean, especially in a warrior deck, you don't have a lot of level 3s. I don't side deck Cliff anymore. I used to side deck Cliff, but I just took him out. I can't find space for him. So Cliff is actually really good against Panda Burn, just because he's level 3 and he can pop back rows. So really good. But also Archer is amazing, which I do have Archer in the side for this matchup. So I probably misplayed this game some. I do fire this Heavy Storm. Maybe I shouldn't have really done that. Maybe I should have just like held back on this heavy here, because that was just like obvious that he had Solemn, because I did see it game 1. But I was just thinking like I want to get his life points down as quick as I can. So I do summon this Kinetic, and I'm assuming that this is going to get in here unless he has like a Nightmare Wheel or a Heavy Cylinder. I decide to set the Dust Tornado, and set the Saku, and I set the Rhoda, and I just pass. He does draw MST, he sets the MST, I decide to in-phase Dust Tornado it. I find Call of the Haunted here. Yeah, you see, I should have, when I got in here, I should have just like snapped, just went for Archer right here. I should have. This is why I lost this game. Spoiler alert. I should have just snapped, just Rhoda, go for the Archer, call Prio, put him at 100 only, set call, you know, in phase call the Archer back, summon Blade Knight, it would have been curtains. Because I'm at 8,000, so it's like I'm looking really good. But it just didn't happen that way. He finds Nightmare Wheel, which is just a disaster. He sets the Nightmare Wheel and passes. I find a duo here. I try to attack the Nightmare Wheels. Again, I just pass, which I don't understand why I did this at all. I don't know why. I mean, I could have literally just... Why did I not Rhoda for Archer there? I'm so confused on that. That was like the worst play I could have ever done. That was really bad. So he sets Giant Rat and passes. I find a Kaiku here. I decide just to set this. And I Rhoda. And I don't get Archer. I get level 2, which is just horrible. Like, now I'm just thinking this is like Cyberjar or something. Like, I would have literally won last turn. Like, there was nothing he could have done at all. Like, I would have just summoned Archer, blow both of them up, and then in-phase call, and I would have won. Instead, I'm doing this play, which is just not good at all. He does ceasefire here, so this is even worse for me because I'm gonna take 1,500 plus 550, so I take 2050. Then I take another 1,000 with duo, because I'll just say screw it. And I get his just desserts, which I guess I was gonna take 1,000 anyway, so it is what it is. And now I just can't find Archer because I wasted my only way to get it. And I'm just losing 500 at a time. He switches his rat to attack mode. I find Knock. I do decide to summon this Kaiku here and try to get in. But he has the G-Bind, so it's just really bad for me. And I switch the guy to defense and just pass. He finds his kinetic soldier now and switches his rat to defense. And he's putting me on the clock here. I do find King Tiger Wanghu, and I, for some reason, don't summon it because I'm thinking that he has just desserts. And I'm actually at this point, I remember I was disgusted that I didn't road at that turn for Archer. I'm like, damn, I'm an idiot. Why did I not do that? I would have already won this game. So yeah, I pretty much just played through. And there's another secret barrel for a game. So yeah, go for Archer. Like, first turn versus Panda. That's like obvious. Just go for the Archer. There's no reason not to. Like, I would have definitely won that game. Yeah, misplayed like crazy. And then he asked me, why did you play Kinetic Soldier versus me? And I'm just like, it's level 3, and it almost stuck. It did. I almost walked with that Kinetic Soldier. He was at 1,300. I got in for a lot. So this game, I opened Double Blade Knight, BLS, level 2, and Duo, which is pretty nice. The Duo I like, and I have a knock for any set. He's got Secret Barrel, Graceful Charity, Trio, Magic Cylinder, and Cypher Soldier. So let's see how I straight Doogie. I take the whole 8,000 down on accident by hitting 10,000. And I roll it up. I roll a 6. You don't roll dice for Duo. And I straight roll the dice for Duo. And I got a pretty good hit here. I do hit his cylinder. And he throws out the Trio. I decide to summon Blade Knight. And I just pass. He draws Ceasefire for turn here. He plays Graceful. He draws in the Trio, Panda, and just desserts. Pretty good draws for him. He discards a Ceasefire, discards a Secret Barrel. He drops the Kinetic Soldier, and at this point, I'm like, oh my god, I've thrown this entire game. How do I get by this freaking menace, a warrior? Everybody, you know, if you're playing warriors, you hate seeing this guy. Like, he's just so good. But he hits me for the big damage, 1750. And he sets Trio and sets just desserts and passes. I do find King Tiger right off the top, so that's a pretty good draw here. And I just slap him down and get in. Takes a 350. Now I'm like, okay, I got this game. He dead draws heavy again. So it's like, hell yeah, this guy keeps dead drawing heavy. And I pass, and then I make a huge misplay here by summoning this Blade Knight. This was a huge misplay here. You don't do this. You just stick this, because now if they have a Panda, they just summon the Panda. I was just so, like, I want to have a tribute for Mobius so I could pop both his back rows. Like, it was, like, a really bad play. Almost through by just doing that play right there. You always just want to leave the King Tiger out alone, because he can't summon Panda, and he just dies. So it's like, there's no reason to summon anything else. There's nothing they can summon in the deck that will stop you. So he does draw MST here, and here we go. He does have the Panda. He's going to clear that. I'll take the 100. He sets the MST and passes. I find a DD Warrior Lady, which is just tough. And now I'm just like, I know you have just dessert. I know you have, whatchamacallit, Trio, so let's just go for it. If I sack this for Mobius, you're just going to Trio, and it's like I got to put them all in attack mode to try to get over them. It's just going to be a disaster. So let's just go for this play, take a bunch of damage, and be miserable. But at least I clear, and I think he does go for it as well. So I take big damage here, 2,500. And I take 1,800. And he takes a 16. And passes. He draws a G-Bind, which is pretty good. He sets a G-Bind and passes. And I have the big boy Mobius here. So I do sack it up for Mobius, which is really good. Putting him down to 350. Get in with the Mobius. Now I'm like, alright, I think I have this game. I don't think he'll come back. And this is what wins me the game right here, by setting both of these knocks. I set both of these knocks and I pass. He top decks Pot of Greed. which is just phenomenal here. So he's going to shotgun this Heavy Storm right away, because it's like if it's Solemn, he just loses. So he destroys both of my knocks here, which is really nice. And he plays the Pot of Greed. And he draws Level Limit and Kinetic Soldiers. So he plays the Level Limit Area B, puts my Mobius in defense, and now since he's seen both of these knocks gone, he thinks that if he sets this Kinetic, he's just safe because all the knocks are gone. But luckily for me, I have a good old level 2 ski, so it would have been a tie actually. He wouldn't have been able to beat me because I could have just tied whenever. But I would have tied though, so versus winning. So thank God that I did set the knocks right there and made him think that Kinetic was safe to set. He even said it after the game. So that was really good right there. I set the Ring of Destruction and I just pass. He draws Soul Judgment and that is the game. So straight Doogie versus Panda Burn. Episode 3, y'all. Hit the like, hit the sub, quick replay there. Have a good day or night.